Look at the marketing for SpaceX AI's new Grockbot, and you'll see a pitch for a whole team of specialized, independent digital coworkers. But there is a glitch in reality. When you look under the hood, those diverse employees dissolve into a single generic server tower. What you are actually buying is access to a persistent virtual machine. This is a remote cloud desktop that executes tasks and operates continuously, even after you power off your local device and walk away. This permanent access marks a technical shift from standard conversational AI. A chatbot sits in a window and answers questions. This is an execution agent that stays logged into your accounts, navigates the web, and clicks buttons inside your live software. Moving from chat to autonomous execution changes how you delegate authority. You are no longer just sharing data with a model. You are granting a persistent system the permission to act on your behalf. Standard chatbots start at $20, while Grockbot jumps to $120 for Teams, $200 for Ultra, and $300 for Super Grok Heavy. This funds the underlying architecture, dedicated cloud processing, and persistent login storage required for 24-hour uptime. To justify that markup, the tool must meet a specific break-even threshold. It has to successfully replace exactly 10 to 15 hours of high-friction human labor every single week. That replacement requires the agent to handle tedious, multi-system data tasks, pulling records from Salesforce, researching leads across the web, and drafting outreach in your voice. The cost involves a mandatory restructuring of your business operations. To offset the subscription fee, you have to identify and isolate the specific high-value processes that a human no longer needs to touch. The user interface disguises this complexity by making the system feel like a standard messaging app. You create named bots for specific roles, delegating work as easily as sending a text. Underneath the UI sits a shared trust boundary. Your researcher, finance, and admin bots operate on the exact same virtual machine. Because they share a file system, they share authenticated sessions, passing cookies and master keys back and forth freely. This design prioritizes friction-free collaboration. SpaceX AI leadership built the architecture so bots could hand off work without the security delays of segmented environments. By treating multiple named agents as a single operator, Grockbot trades enterprise-grade security for the convenience of a consumer application. This interconnected system is vulnerable to prompt injection attacks. Malicious instructions can be embedded in external data, like an incoming email or a third-party website that the agent is told to browse. When a research bot clicks a malicious link, the cascade effect is immediate. Without internal walls, the infection spreads to corrupt the entire shared machine. In this environment, an attacker compromising the research bot now has theoretical access to the active, authenticated sessions of your finance and admin bots. Managing a breach is complicated by a lack of oversight tools. The platform relies on an automatic, hidden model router that obscures audit trails, and it currently offers no way to perform a point-in-time rollback to undo a bot's actions. A single failure in this shared architecture cascades. It pulls the entire organizational trust chain into a compromised environment. These risks define who should actually buy the product. The ideal persona manages highly repetitive, multi-system workflows, like a sales team running an overnight synchronization of CRM records. Even for those users, isolation is mandatory. You should only grant access through dedicated, low-stakes test accounts, rather than using your primary executive logins. Standard knowledge workers and anyone handling sensitive financial data should avoid the platform. The convenience of an always-on agent does not yet justify the architectural risk to your data. Competitors like OpenAI, however, take a much more isolated approach to safety. Their architectures prioritize sandboxing and segmented permissions to ensure a failure in one task cannot easily spread to another. The golden rule is to use Grockbot only for boring processes on isolated machines. Weigh the time saved against the reality of granting an autonomous agent standing, authenticated access to your systems.